this Hearthstone hand. I mean, yep. Top. So I was going to Ancient Stirrings on one, and then we scryed a Tron land to the top. So since we know there's a Tron land on top, I'm just going to do this on one. You know, this card draws a card for some reason. This card draws a card for some reason. That's why this card is good, for those that are wondering. It's good because in addition to shutting off fetch lands, it draws a card. We have a tower looking for a mine and a power plant here. Kozilek's Return is probably great. I think that's better than taking one of those other 2 lands that aren't a Tron piece. I think I'd have taken a Tron piece we need over a Kozilek's Return, but I think I'm going to take a Kozilek's Return against the Noble Hierarch deck over anything else here. $5 for Karn never getting boarded out this league. Tom Gather. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. Okay, so Bloodsun's actually not very good in this matchup. But this Kozilek and this Ugin are going to be great. Probably going to be a Meddling Mage. Nope, just a Manta Strider. Deal. So I think this means I'm just going to scrying for my last Tron piece here, right? It does turn off Caverns and Unclaimed Territories. That being said, I think setting up Ugin for next turn is a little better here. Tower, mine, so you have power plant here. I don't think I'd say it's great. I think it's like passable because we're on the play here, but I'm definitely boarding it out. Hey, Layabye with the brand new $4.99 month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. As always, if you enjoy my content and you're wondering the best way to show some support, subscriptions are always that. They do not play Ghost Quarter. They're a 5-color deck. So they know about this Kozilek's Return. They don't know about this Ugin. So Cavern's a mana ability, but Blood Sun removes Cavern's ability to name a creature type as it enters the battlefield. So if your Cavern's already in play, it can make mana for humans, but if they play it after Blood Sun is out, they don't get to name anything, so it can't make mana. And we need to dodge Freebooter. We need to dodge Freebooter plus Meddling Mage, right? Or Freebooter. Because if they Freebooter, we can Kozilek's Return to clean up some of those nerds. Who knows if that even... That's the real test this league. The real test this league is Blood Sun going to function accordingly on Magic Online? Oh, look at that. They don't have another land. They're playing around this Kozilek's Return. Get Ugin! Man, it wasn't a concession Ugin? That's sad. Even a concession Ugin. I wonder if I'm supposed to plus him here. Maybe I'm just supposed to plus him there. Just like not care. Like go to 9, kill the thing. Now it's a concession Ugin. We need more Chupacabra! It is a concession. My opponent just wasn't sure. It was up in the air whether or not this was a concession Ugin. Turns out it was in fact a concession Ugin. Right, bring in the sweepers, bring in the Thragtusk. So, Relic of Progenitus gets to get out pretty easily. The question now becomes, what of my top end do I want to cut? The World Breakers and the Ulamogs don't seem super appealing, but they're really good with flashing back Kozilek's return, right? Am I supposed to board out Wurmcoil Engine because I have to have Tron and they're kind of awkward against Reflector Mage? Is that unreasonable? Is it silly to cut this? It doesn't block their best threat. I think I want to cut the Wurmcoil Engines. Feel free to tell me how stupid that is, if it's stupid. I don't have a Sanctum of Ugin in my deck. I'd rather cut Karns. Nah, I like Karn. Also, we had a donation never to cut Karn this league, so that's how money works. No, we can't cut Karn. Someone sent us $5 to never cut Karn this league. I think World Breaker is better not only because it blocks their flyers, but triggering the back half on Kozilek's return is really important. Just more satisfying. I prefer playing crappy creature toolbox decks. I love crappy creature toolbox decks. Crappy creature toolbox decks are my favorite. I played them for so long. Hey, Jacob. Karn's okay. Karn, like, can clean up after we sweep the board. The chips are all gone, buddy. You gotta go upstairs and ask Mom for more. Go upstairs and ask Mom for more. Tell her these are all gone. This game doesn't do much. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan. Doesn't have fast Tron. Doesn't have Kozilek's return. My stand's probably not good enough, right? I probably am supposed to go to 4 here. I'm probably supposed to go to 4 here. The Hex Fight Knight is like basically free to enter. They have Birds of Paradise in their deck. Okay, so they're playing the Collected Company variant. Weird. This was actually an excellent draw. No way, this was like, if I could stack my deck there, that would probably be what I put on top. Now we got 2 shots at another Tron piece into turn 3 Tron with the Sylvan Scrying. Anna Fenzo?
Wash your hands here. No. Here.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Let's wash his. Let's wash his hands.
Alright, probably dead now. Missing the second land on 2 probably means we're dead. I think I was supposed to mulligan this hand to 4 cards. It's like mulligans pretty well. You want to mulligan fairly aggressively with hands that don't do anything.
Wash your hands.
Weird. Okay, so they're not playing humans. They're just playing 5-color creatures. Interesting. I don't want to show them Abrade there, I don't think. Alright, if they're playing 5-color creatures, what are the odds they have Reflector Mage in their deck? Am I supposed to just have more Wurmcoils if they don't have Reflector Mage? Probably not. I think this is fine.
Dinner.
What do you want? Order takeout.
I was hungry.
Figure out what you want.
You buying?
Sure.
That's funny. You don't have any married.
You don't have any money, you're married. With the real truths. Alright, that's the donation total from today, so that's your budget. Speaking of,
I
what
can
was
get
that?
like a saltine with that. What do you want?
I don't know. You pick. I'm playing a game.
I don't care about your game.
Sanskrit. Doesn't have a payoff yet, but it's got an Abrade. Got turn 3 Tron set up.
What should I have for dinner, chat? What should we have for dinner? I guess I could feed Jeffrey too.
Another quarter for your food budget, Steam Flogger Boss.
That's like enough for a sauce.
It's enough for us. I like sauce. Sauce makes
I love sauce.
sauce makes life worth living.
Sauce does make.
Raggerson. It's gonna be a turn 3 Thragtusk, it looks like. We get to go tower into Sphere Tron piece. Or Sphere Thragtusk.
Kale? That person gets a timeout.
That person gets a timeout.
Ew, tofu curry. You get an extra timeout.
I probably should have just played this, activated this at sorcery speed. There's really no reason to wait here. If we get like mind censored, I feel really bad. Get one shot at a Karn, otherwise Thragtusk is an okay constellation prize. We can use this expedition map to get a what's it called? A Grove of the Burnwillows down the line to cast our other spells. Is that Thalia's lieutenant? No, they're not. What is green white?
Why is chat trying to get rid of me? Usually chat enjoys my company.
Hopping in your combo jeep. Beep beep. Bosley Pride Mage. That's a rude opponent. They played a 2/2 on turn 3. That's so powerful. But our turn 3 is going to be better than theirs. Just drew the Grove naturally.
I did not call chat cheap. That's a lie. Chat is very generous. They gave us lots of cupcakes on Jeffy's birthday.
Alright, we'll have one floating left over here. Do I want to play this map to encourage them to pull the trigger on this Kozilek Pride Mage? I think because I drew this Grove of the Burnwillows, I'm okay with that, right? So if they want to blow this up, like, more power to you.
I don't even know what that word is.
Both your children are upstairs.
Or not. That one's literally right in front of you.
Oh, the good one went upstairs. That's fine. I mean, I don't know why you would play Fire Spout in this deck over Kozilek's Return. Pyroclasm has like some discussion because it costs less mana, but the fact that Kozilek's Return you can get off of what's it called is like such a huge deal. The fact that I can get Kozilek's Return off of this card is insane.
Wait, can I ask a question?
What?
What's a Bimmy Bap?
I don't know what that is.
That's what that said. I couldn't read the username. It's that navy blue font that's legible. Look, they know who the good kid is.
They know who the good kid is. Somebody clip that before the kids are older.
I mean, listen, they know which one's the good kid.
Opponent is
They
like
aren't dumb.
deep in the tank here. Either that or their internet connection is bad.
I don't know if we have this word that everybody's spelling different. Every single one of you has spelled this Bibby Bap word differently.
Oh, we got opponent. They have another Kozilek Pride Mage. If they have another Pride Mage that can actually crack us for 6 here and I can't trade my Thragtusk. Voice, yeah, sure. You have a voice. If they offer the trade on this Kozilek Pride Mage, I'm going to take it. Ooh, if they offer the trade on that one, I'm not going to take that. That's fine. I'll take 3 down to all the way down to 22. We have Metronet. They're a fiber company, and they are fantastic. Phenomenal.
Boom boop. Everybody's just spelling it differently. Everybody's just making stuff up now. Bippity boppity boop.
Is this Oblivion Stone good, chat? How do we feel about this Oblivion Stone?
Oh, fish.
Oblivion Stone feels above, like an above average draw. About this Kozilek's return. That one above average as well.
The Metronet is very reasonably priced, especially compared to the Devil, aka Comcast.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I knew he played Magic before we started dating. We knew each other for 3 years before we started dating.
We're millennials, so we don't watch network television.
But Metronet does have TV, but we pay for Hulu and Netflix and Amazon Prime, so
Wait,
we don't need cable.
This attack seems really bad, right? Because, like, I get to trade here, and then Kozilek's return's gonna clean up this token?
Come here, buddy. You want some crackers? He just went into the cabinet and got himself some crackers. Where's your bowl? Where's your bowl? Go get it.
I'm gonna go get another Grove of the Burnwillows here, since we have so many spells that need colored mana. When I would travel for Magic and, like, I'd wake up in the morning and go get whatever free continental breakfast they had, I would always blow my mind, like, the crap that would play on network television, just like what the regular news was playing. It's like, oh lord, this is why my parents think the things that they do, this is what they watch. It's like where they get their information from. You can just play this Oblivion Stone and pass, right? Because, like, this is probably a collected company.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Why is that even a suggestion?
I wonder if they have spell quellers in their deck. You think I should K-return first? It feels like a collected company, though. And I kind of don't want them to, like, collected company into things that are bigger than my K-return can kill during my end step. Opponent could have Unified Will, that's true. And, like, if they Unified Will this, I still get to Kozilek's return them, so, like, that's fine. If they Unified Will, I get to K-return, and then they can't collected company. So, that seems like it's a good deal for us.
I think you should play the Sylvan Scrying.
Stop it. Why does any human know what Switch asking the real questions, Slim Kendall Magic Hands? This is my Oblivion Stone. My Oblivion Stone's amazing.
Why are
Oh, people on Magic Online play so slowly. It is so frustrating. Judge, slow play. I feel like when your clocks reach a differential of like 5 minutes on Magic Online, you should start losing your timer twice as fast.
Jeff doesn't like Chinese.
Yeah, it could be a ghost. I'm just gonna crack this. No, I should wait, right? I should do it at the end step. I'm probably gonna do it when they attack with this anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this now. Do this now. I guess this is loose if they have like a collected company into a selfless spirit. So maybe I should like wait, go to blockers and like block with my beast tokens. That way if they selfless spirit me, I don't die. What?
I don't like curry.
Sure. Man, I need to make a clip compilation of shit like this, so when people tell me Magic Online's super competitive, I can just like show them this clip of just like players constantly punting. All right, I need to restart Magic Online again, so let's do the sponsors plug. Thank you, everyone, and welcome this evening. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. Instead, you're hanging out here playing some modern Magic the Gathering with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. This is my lovely wife, Christy.
That's my
behind
name.
me. Christy Hoagland. That's Declan. That's Declan in the background. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying all of my content past that, the best way you can support it, can you please take him upstairs?
He's only doing that because you're doing your spiel.
The best way you can support my content past that is by subscribing on Twitch.
Do you hear him? He's cackling. I'm loud.
I'm loud. Yes, you are very loud. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, then you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves, binders. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a neat service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. Let's say you want to try a deck, like this Blood Sun Tron deck, but you don't own all these cards. You can rent the deck for a weekend or up to an entire month from them. I think... Yeah, that's just... We don't have any. If we had like a Sylvan Scrying, I might keep this hand, but it's just not good enough otherwise. God, our hands have been really bad today. Seems decent. Let's try a second Tron piece to the top. In. Remember, with Tron, you don't have to mulligan, you get to mulligan. Mulliganing is a privilege, not a penalty. This expedition map's probably gonna, or this relic is probably gonna be pretty good. Alright, here's an interesting question. Since they cycled Street Wraith, are they basic island? Do we put them on... I think I put them on blue end with Cycle Street Wraith, right? So I just want to get this relic going. There could be an argument to like, are they Death Shadow? Am I supposed to play this on one and just start giving them health right away? But I think they're blue end based on this start. Do you make more sponsor money from sponsor kickbacks or ad revenue? Definitely sponsor kickbacks. Ad revenue is like pennies on the dollar. No more crackers?
I don't want to sleep,
Yep,
baby.
definitely mono blue Tron. Or mono blue living end. This Relic of Progenitus is great. Get that out of there.
You're up in the sky. Are you an airplane? You're an airplane up in the sky.
This is red Kool-Aid. It's great.
Whoa, 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 whoa! No, mommy's like,
If they remand this, I'll just recast it. If they don't remand this, I think I'm just leaving Relic up so they can't go like end step, cycle, untap, enchantment, living end. Yeah, so remand is fine because this means the only creatures they could get in their bin are Street Wraiths, and they already cycled one of those, so I think I'm just fine to play this and pass. Field of Rune sucks. Okay. Plain froze. Nope, these are literally our first games with Blood Sun.
You wanna go upstairs? Be quiet. Daddy said you have to go upstairs.
I'm just gonna ban you. I'm tired. I hate people that come and spew opinions like that. Like, it's okay. It's okay, really. Trust me, you have to test things sometimes. Sometimes you have to test things to know if they're good or bad. We just drew the third Tron piece naturally like a professional here. So, we'll start with that. And let's just save this map for after they after they Field of Rune us.
Oh, chat missed me.
I think I just want to keep passing here. Now I'll cycle this for green one more time. Okay.
Daddy's gonna make us go upstairs if you're loud.
Another relic's not bad. Deck names should be descriptive so people can understand what deck they're going to be playing against. If a deck name isn't descriptive, if I can't tell you the name of a deck and immediately you don't know what it is, the deck name has failed and it's been poorly named. Yeah, we can play the Worldbreaker next turn. I get to do that regardless because of this Grove, right? Oh, you're saying even if they... No, if they Field of Rune me, I can still play it next turn, right? I was gonna say this is a matchup where Blood Sun's not very good, but the fact that they play Field of Rune makes that not true. Yeah, that's correct, Returning Dawn. We need to name Oops All Spells to right-click concede. Zach, I will have you know, that's probably my most successful meme in terms of caching. A lot of my other turn 1 decks concede way more than that one. Tron is a bad name. It is not descriptive. If I tell someone who's new to Magic, green red Tron, they're gonna know what colors my deck is, but they're not gonna know what it does. So I would argue that Tron, yes, is in fact a bad deck name.
Why is it called that?
I don't know if it's good, Zach, but it's definitely less bad than some of the alternatives. Huh. Okay, so you gonna Field of Rune me in response here? That doesn't really do much. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this in response and crack this map. Oh, you know what? I should have... No, that wasn't a thing I had a chance to do. So we'll get Urza's... They're targeting my tower, right? So I'll get another tower. I'm gonna exile some of their stuff. I kind of wish that I hadn't burned my... I wish that I had saved one of my chromatics from last turn, because now, like, I have to put Relic down in order to cast this. Which I think is probably fine. Actually, I think I'm just going to blow this up now and get rid of this last thing out of their bin. That way, if they go another As Foretold Living End, I don't get got.
How'd you end up with all the same cards in your hand?
Magic Online doesn't know how to shuffle.
Exclamation point, explain quality.
Okay, and we have this Worldbreaker in play. Green Red Turbo Karn, yeah. Turbo Karn's a good, that's actually a really good name. Turbo Karn's super descriptive. This is a Karn deck. It's what it does. I assume they're gonna bounce this back to our hand at some point soon. Speaking of Karns, take one of those over a Tron piece I don't need. Do this now so I don't forget. So we actually just get to cast this in 2 turns, which is nice. What's going on, Jet? Green, red, busted stuff. Would definitely be a decent one. I assume we're going to see this get bounced with a Cryptic Command at some time here. It's a good draw. It lets us reassemble Tron.
What is Tron?
Tron is see exactly what is Tron. This is a Tron deck. You don't know what Tron is? We were just talking about this. Is a shitty
When you
deck
play
game.
the other game, you explain it very well. You don't really explain what you're doing in Magic.
Yeah.
How will your viewers
How will your viewers? It's a good question. So Tron is the pseudonym for 3 lands that, when you have all 3 of them in play, they make far too much mana. So
learn? Is it the factory and
the power plant, the mine, and the
plant.
tower? Yep. So when you have, normally they make 1 colorless mana, but when you have all 3 of them, 2 of them make 2 mana and 1 of them makes 3 mana.
What do you do with all your manas?
You cast Karns.
He only costs 7.
He only costs 7. That's correct. It's a good way to think about it. He only costs 7. That's pretty decent. I think I just want to leave this
I wasn't
relic
wrong.
up.
There is a such thing as a Urza factory.
There is an Urza's factory, yep. I think I want to just pass here. They have so many lands that taking them off of a land isn't really relevant. Hey! Christy.
What?
You... This is unfortunate. So are they just cycling this, or... Maybe I'm supposed to pop that in response. I don't know. I kind of like leaving this on the table. They might bounce this. Yeah. So I'm going to cycle this because it denies them a card draw. So they don't draw a card now. I can't return it to my hand if it's not in play. And this doesn't come off for another turn yet, right? So like next turn I could slam Karn. If we're professional and rip into Tron next turn, we can cast the Ulamog. Or do they just have the they might just have the combo in hand.
No.
They might just like have a bunch of guys with the enchantment and the other one. I'll explain why Tin Fins is called that. Yeah, right? Okay, so they're getting the missing piece here.
About
That's
tuna
more
fish.
Need more red water?
He says Dad needs more red water.
That's more red water. That's more red water. That's red water more.
It's okay, Declan.
That's more.
Do you want some?
That's red water.
Dad's red water is not empty.
It's unfortunate we don't have a third basic in our deck. Oh, that's really good for us. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna start by cycling it for green here. Because if we hit the tower naturally, we can... If we hit the tower naturally, we can just play Karn.
Up.
Up. Can I say hi to the internet? You know how to say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Not to Daddy. Okay, I can't pick you up. Buddy, you gotta push him back up. I can't pull him. He's-
He thinks he's funny. Our Ancestral Vision is gonna come off this turn. I might have mismanaged my relics this game.
He's showing off to the internet.
I assume we're getting living ended here. They have 3 things in their discard pile right now. So they have Snapcaster Mage in their hand, and they have Cryptic Command in the bin. I think I want to play the World Breaker and kill the As Foretold here. They'll probably snap Cryptic this. Taking 5, 11, 13 here. And then hopefully next turn they don't have another counterspell and we get to go Scrying into Ulamog. Yeah, I think I mismanaged my relics this game. That's gonna cost us. Mismanaging my relics is gonna cost me this game. They drew an Ancestral Vision for the turn. It's pretty good. They've only used 2 Cryptic commands and 1 remand, so we're probably dead here. If we didn't know about that Snapcaster Mage, I'd have just played this last turn, but we did. So if they just have anything here, we're dead. Cryptic, remand. It's unfortunate. I think I mismanaged my relics that game. I had a couple of relics early and ended up using them kind of inefficiently, I think. Oblivion Stone is great. I don't think Kozilek's Return is good enough. Thought-Knot Seer is probably fine. Thragtusk's probably fine. This is a Nature's Claim matchup. I feel like it's probably not, right? Wurmcoil is great. Hey, Tron Dragon, praise the Card Father with the 16-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I do appreciate it. I knew whatever I was casting wasn't going to resolve, Tom. I knew they had the Snapcaster Mage. No, they don't usually play Search for Azcanta. I don't know if I want Thought-Knot Seer or not. I guess it's good at beating them down. I think I want to keep Blood Sun like a cantrip so it turns off their Field of Runes. World Breaker is just not good. Keeping their as Foretold off the table, I feel like that's not the axis I want to fight on. Ugin's a sweeper. Oblivion Stone's a sweeper. Hank Return is much better. That's why I'm playing 4 returns and not playing any Pyroclasms. I think the fact that this has the trigger to flash back is very good against Grixis Death Shadow because they can't counter it, and you have Grove of the Burnwillows to keep their shadows small. And I think the fact that you can get it off of Ancient Stirrings is a huge draw. I have no idea. I've never played Green-Red Tron against Grixis Shadow. Thought-Knot Seer is probably just too clunky. Probably just too clunky. One of these then and call it a day. I'm gonna leave this in. Let's do this. Seems fine. It's got a relic on 1, right? Yeah, so we're gonna try to be a little bit more conservative with my relics this game. I feel like I was a little overzealous last game and it ended up costing us. The K returns killing Etch Champion's good against Affinity, and the fact that it's instant speed to kill their creature lines is also good. Okay, Tron, turn 4. I don't know, Sage Phoenix. I don't know the answer to that question. It's a good question. probably remand this. Go ahead and Stirring Seer. Just gonna take the power plant. It's the last piece we need. So, I would like to point out that technically it affects lands as they enter the battlefield too. Technically it affects lands as they enter the battlefield too. I'm just blowing this in response, right? That's what they're naming. Okay, this card makes me want to bring in Nature's Claim if we get a game 3. Will do, Tron. Peace. Thanks for the resub. Karn Liberated. Okay, you got me. Haha, I got you. See my second relic. So we need a tower. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and leave this up.
Yeah, because you turn the light off.
I don't think Abrade has text in this matchup other than killing Pithing Needle, though. That seems really narrow. I'd much rather have Nature's Claim so it can take out as Foretold as well. Or 1 mana off of this Ulamog after we play this Urza's Tower. I wouldn't be too surprised to see this Thragtusk get Cryptic Commanded next turn.
Do you want to go upstairs? I don't want to play with your tablet. You want to go upstairs? Go ahead. Come on, let's go upstairs. The door is not locked. The door is not.
Yeah, the as Foretold deck plays 4 Cryptic Command. It's basically like mono blue 4 elves. It's very trim. And again, playing against a deck that has land disruption in it, you don't want to crack these maps too aggressively because you want to that's what I'm searching for. You want to be able to replace the Tron pieces after they get rid of them. I think I'm willing to tap out here for this Ulamog. Am I getting rid of this Pithing Needle? Yeah, probably. I want Karn to be a good draw. Probably getting Cryptic Commanded. Ooh, they're targeting their Pithing Needle. That's pretty good. Line. Joke's on them. I don't actually have a Karn yet. What if they're going to rename like Relic or something that's in play? Yep. Smart. Alright, they named Relic. This is my Thrag Dadderson. Do you have another remand? They cycled 2 things, that's kind of scary. If they don't bog me though, I've got an Ulamog and a Thragtusk in my bin, which is nice. Probably gonna be an Ancestral Vision. No, just nothing. That's good for us. So if I crack this and get a tower, it nets me a mana, right? Because I spent 2 mana and I get to get 3 mana. So I get to do this, and then I get to do this. And I get to do this. Exile this as Foretold. You start eating their hand with this card now. Opponent said enough. Alright, I think the fact they have Pithing Needle means I want these Nature's Claims. Maybe it just means I want the World Breakers, actually. Just means I want the World Breakers. Like, split the difference. Stone's pretty good, too, though. We're not playing Sanctum because Blood Sun turns it off. And trim a bunch of fun ofs here. This. I think we could have won that first game with better management of our relic. Hopefully we can steal this third game here. You keep this hand. Seems fine, right? I'm gonna keep this. Oh yeah, Field of Ruin or Blood Sun turns off Bog too, doesn't it? That's funny. It's really funny, actually. I'll lead on this. Hopefully find a land to play the Sylvan Scrying with on too. And might be greedy. I don't know. The fact that it has Relic in it makes me want to keep it. Ding. I think I'm going to play the Relic and then play the map here. Just so I can start getting these Relic activations in early, since they already have a creature in their graveyard. They have 2 of these on suspend, so they're going to 2 and 3. So in 2 turns, they're going to take 1 off. It turns off cards like Field of Ruin, like my opponent has in play right now. It turns off Ghost Quarter. It turns off Tech Edge. I want you and your opponents to both not do anything. Oh, that's great. All right. I'm just gonna play this past the turn, right? Grab another power plant here. So to recast one of those next turn. I mean, if you're forced to choose between lucky and good, you should definitely choose lucky every time. That's not particularly close. The command here is going to be really annoying. Because now they're going to gas up next turn. They get to draw 3 and then draw 3. Because Blood Sun draws a card. Like, okay, let me describe a magic card to you. This magic card says, this magic card says, roll a 6-sided die. If you get a 5 or 6, your opponent can't use their lands for mana and they lose the game. If you roll a 1 through 4, you draw a card. Would you play that card? I'd play that card. If I was offered that as a magic card to put in my deck, I would fuck in. Just like when the floor is at cantrips and the ceiling is they lose the game, like that's nuts. You'd be crazy not to register that card in your Magic deck. It's not that I expect its effect to guaranteed lock all of my opponents out of the game. What I expect is that a non-zero amount of the time, it's just going to just cantrip still. So like even when it's bad, it's still like, oh, that was fine. It's like not a big deal, right? I am not gonna put the shields down here because my opponent's going to get to draw off this Ancestral Vision next turn, and I don't want them to go cycle, Foretold Living End, flip my graveyard into play. Yeah, it's the exact same reason you play Relic, man. It's slightly more clunky than that, but it's, yeah, like the floor is really high. It turns off some of the cards that are really annoying for you, and sometimes it can just flat out win the game. Their fetch lands stop making mana. If you play it turn 3 on the play and your opponent's 3rd and 4th lands are fetch lands, they just stop playing Magic. And then you follow up your Blood Sun with a Karn, exile one of the lands that they have. Another Field of Ruin really sucks here. Should probably have a 3rd basic in my deck. Hey, David212 with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. I feel like a lot of the people that were like, well, why are you doing this? Don't understand that, like, don't understand the when it's bad, it's still more than fine. That's the logic they don't get. Maybe. I have no idea. That's why we're playing games with it, to see how it feels. Yeah, right. Just 3 Field of Ruins in the top 27 cards. Sure. Right on time, Blood Sun. Right on time, Blood Sun. This is my last power plant. Yep. They just don't get it. Yeah, I don't know that we're behind necessarily. Yeah, right, get 4th field. I chose not to play the Blood Sun while they were tapped out. I just don't think I can afford to not leave the Relic up, and I really wanted to hit a land drop that turn. But maybe it's greedy not to just stick the Sun while I can. Okay. Oh, are they getting the last Field of Ruin? Fuck me. Alright, I messed up. Good beats. Good beats. I messed up. Yeah, I punted this game in the other game that we lost. I mean, like, random tier 3, tier 4 decks caring about Bloodstone, like, isn't a big deal. Yes, cycle your serpents. The biggest part about this, honestly, isn't even that we got Field of Runes. The worst part about it is that the last 2 Field of Runes, or actually 3 of them, right? Because I drew a basic this game, like 3 of them were just like literal wastelands. So like not having a 3rd basic in my deck might be wrong. Not having a 3rd basic in my deck might be wrong. They're just gonna try and play through these. No, we're not gonna get a timeout kill in 7 minutes. That was a good play on the opponent's part. Yeah. I want to play this match really well. I messed up my... I don't think timing the Blood Sun at any point would have allowed us to win that 3rd game, but I definitely think I could have timed my relics better to win the 1st game. I think I had the tools to win that 1st game. I think my deck's misbuilt by not having a 3rd basic in it. I think one of these groves should probably just be a basic mountain, or I should have a 19th land as a basic mountain. Well, that's fair. It's a good question, Tom. I don't know. I wasn't expecting them to do what they did, but I don't think having a random relic activation is going to change what happened there. All right. No, it does not. Tron lands are fair and balanced. Bloodstone only shuts off unfair cards like fetch lands. We could die before this Wurmcoil is relevant, just so everyone understands how the Burn Tron matchup works. Losing the die roll usually means you lose the game. I think Bloodstone will have an impact on Legacy. Unsure. Probably not. Maybe. Like, it's worse than Blood Moon most of the time. They're just like gonna skull crack this first Wurmcoil block and then kill us. They just have to deal 10 from their hand here, which is very possible. Like, end step 6, untap 6. So this league's been a good reminder of why we only do donation deck lists and I don't spend my own money to play Modern. That's good. I need one of those every once in a while. It's like, no, never spend my own money to play Modern. Oh, Relic's pretty bad. Am I supposed to bring in Thought-Knot Seer? Maybe. Does it matter? Probably not. Turn 4 Thought-Knot Seer is so slow and fair. Can I keep this? I feel like I'm supposed to mulligan. Seems actually better than the last one because there's a Sphere to cantrip. Alright, got 3 shots at a land. That's the first miss. Hey, hey, Tron. I think, and this is what a lot of people probably don't want to hear. I think the ultimate answer about Blood Sun in Modern is that it's probably not going to change any of Tron's matchups. It might make some that are already okay slightly better or slightly less. But like, I think ultimately your bad matchups are still going to be bad matchups and your good matchups are still going to be good matchups. You can learn about how donation deck lists work here. I have not played Oops All Spells with Summoning Traps. Sounds cute though. Not the worst. Loxless Goblin Guide. Molten Rain, Skullcrack. Showed me Molten Rain. Man, they want it way more than I do. You know you've met a Burn player who's like real salty and hates Tron when you know they have Molten Rains in their deck. It's like, man, this matchup is good for you, and you feel the need to dedicate sideboard slots in Modern to Molten Rain. It's like, whew, show me on the doll where Karn touched you. And that's just gonna how it is sometimes, right? Just like sometimes they just want it way more than you do. Sure. Oh, Modern. I spent my own money to do this. This is why when I spend my own money to play Modern, I play like Jeskai Ascendancy combo or Kiki Chord. At least those decks are sweet. Alright, we're done here. God bless. God bless. At least it'll be a quick exit. My favorite part is gonna be when people look at this league later and they'll be like, do you see that league Hogland scrubbed with Blood Sun in his deck? It's not very good in Tron. It's just like, sure. Without Blood Sun in my deck, I probably died all the things I died to. I don't think either of the matches we've lost so far would have been very different with like random black cards in my deck. In fact, the one match we won so far, Humans, Kozilek's return was very good against them, or the 5-color creature stuff. Yeah, but that's not how the internet works, Sage Phoenix. The internet will just point to like whatever the end result of the league was and just be like, look, it's no good. Whether or not like you drew the card on time and whether or not it was relevant to the matchups, that doesn't matter. You must be new here if you think stuff like that matters. Yeah, kind of. Like, we won game 2 on the play, and then game 3 we mulliganed to nothing. So like, that's gonna happen with Green Black Tron. Like, having a collective brutality while I didn't have a second land in that third game wasn't going to change anything. Would have played out exactly the same. At the Nerdster and other people that want to read about Blood Sun and Tron and why it could possibly be good, see here. Oh, Grim Lavamancer. Could still be burned? Could still be burned? Probably burn. Probably burn. The bad die roll to lose. The bad die roll to lose. Step 1. I would recommend winning your die rolls. I would recommend winning your die rolls. Thanks for streaming, man. I love your stuff. If Legacy, even if Legacy is, yep, you're not wrong. Legacy is certainly my favorite constructed format in Magic right now. Thank you for the donation. I do appreciate that. Now you can say you didn't spend your own money on this league, Marty. God bless you. God bless us, everyone. I'm just starting on Hex as a place where I can find a list of staples to buy for the Immortal standard format. There is a standard deck guide on hexprimal.com that I maintain and update as the format changes. There's also an Immortal deck guide, but the Immortal ban list just got updated, so that deck guide's probably not super relevant right now. Yeah, Rivals is League Online. There's literally a Blood Sun in my hand right here. There's literally a Blood Sun. Oh, Twitch chat. Oh, Twitch chat. You're the best, Marty. Snarfgasm, thank you for the donation as well. Marty's comment just got me right in the feels. Bam, right in the feels. We have not played the Angel Evolution deck today. I think I'm supposed to cycle this. Turn 4 thing, that's probably going to be too slow. Am I dead? Feels like I'm dead, opponent. Hey. Blame a big dumb thing. Hope for the best.
That's it.
Dude, they're empty. Go take it to your mom and tell her you want more. It's empty.
And the sound.
It makes a sound, yeah. You're funny.
The sound. Oh.
It does make a sound when you shake it. You're not wrong. Maybe their hand is 2 lands, and they're gonna draw a creature.
Oh.
Using it to justify not buying fetches. Hey, Drakus, with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My body is ready to win a game on the play and then lose a game on the draw because that's how them's the beats. Them's the beats. Oh, I brought in Thought-Knot Seer last time, right? Yeah, that's much better than these. Declan's pretty funny. Jake's a good kid too. It's really funny listening to Declan name things. He speaks like half English. Magic Online did, for the first time, introduce the cards on Magic Online before you can get them in paper. So they started running like these pre-release league things like yesterday. So we can get cards written, and they made them legal in the constructed formats as soon as they were available. It just doesn't do anything, I don't think. Guess it's like this and this, but it's like it's not doing anything till like turn 4. It's not fast enough. Only gonna close 7 into a landless 6 every time. feel like I'm a coin flip to hit a landless 6 after I mulligan a close 7. I actually want to bottom that, right? Because I want to draw a threat. I have turn 3 Tron with these 4 cards already. So I want to bottom that. Although Goblin Guide's a good reason to leave it on top, I guess. Goblin Guide's a good reason to scry top. So we could hit Wurmcoil naturally. We could hit Karn. We could hit Egg into Thragtusk. Good old Tuskerson. We mulled the 4, thanks. Why would I get a green source? I just need to do something. I'm gonna need to get lucky to win this game, so I should just hope to hit. See? See? Lucky, lucky, lucky! Okay. Cooking with gas. Cooking with gas, chat. So I'm going to use Hypnotoad as an example here in chat. The reason why Hypnotoad was banned was because if you want to give feedback on the plays that I'm making, you have to give constructive feedback. You're not allowed to just say that play was wrong. You have to say that play was wrong, and then because, and then be a functioning contributing member of the stream and articulate yourself as to why the play I made was wrong. So if you can't be a big boy or girl and use your words to explain yourself, you don't need to use words in my chat. It's just the rule. What a beating. Well, we are super dead. This needs to hit like exactly Thragtusk. That's a land. Alright, game's opponent. We were so close! We were so close! The Swag Dandersons were coming! Alright, I've been going for almost 6 hours. Caleb Durward just signed on, so there's other great people. I think Stevens is streaming too, and Nassif is on, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. My initial knee-jerk reaction is that Kozilek's Return and Blood Sun are probably still great cards in this deck. I actually think, not even specifically Blood Sun, but I think Kozilek's Return gives Tron a lot of good legs against humans. So if you expect humans to be popular, I think Kozilek's Return is probably pretty good. I don't really know that I played it against enough decks where I think Blood Sun would be relevant to know whether or not it's going to be reasonable there or not. I'd probably play a third basic in the 75, maybe even just in the 60s. 18 lands is probably a touch greedy, but I don't know. I think this card is great, and I think this card's probably passable. It might be better off to board it, but this card really overperformed in that first matchup we played, so I think I'd want to test this card more if I was thinking about playing Tron at a tournament that I cared about. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm going to be doing a long stream on Sunday since it's pre-release weekend. There's not any major event streaming, so follow me on Twitch or Twitter for notification when I'm going live with that. Hex TCG has a 5K this weekend, so if I top 8 that 5K, their top 8 is Sunday morning. So if I top 8 the 5K, my stream will start after the 5K top 8 is done. If I don't top 8 the 5K, I'll probably start somewhere around 8, 9 a.m. in the morning. So peace, folks. I'll catch all of y'all on Sunday. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the donations, Marty. Shout out for paying for the league, and Snarfgasm there at the end as well. And welcome to all the new subs. Remember, new subscribers, link your Discord account with your subscribed Twitch account and pop on into the subs Discord. Peace, folks, and have a good one.